Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Papa C here. Now, we're talking about Palworld again. I swear, I almost said tempt myself. Pardon me, almost said it. Now, if you remember last video, I did talk about Palworld and one of the controversies around it, which is the fact of how the creatures in Palworld look extremely similar to the Pokemon in Pokemon. And how personally I found that to be a lazy thing for the devs to do. If they made a game that's so good, how come they couldn't make their own original creatures? I mean, games like Nexomon, Samon, and Cassette Beast were actually able to make their gameplay fun, and were able to create unique creatures too. So, yeah, I don't know why, but along with that, I talked about how they always have almost all of their games have been in early access mode, and they never really fully, but they only have one game that's even been finished. And let's just say a lot of people didn't really agree with my take on Palworld. But I did say at the end of the video that I was gonna play the game myself, and then give my own takes on Palworld. You know, play it myself and then see if I'll eat my hat, sort of sorts. Now, personally, I'll say this: my laptop isn't really the strongest system out there. It's good, but trust me, it will not run extremely powerful games that demand a lot of power, and Palworld seems to be demanding quite a lot. But with the low specs options on, my game was able to run it pretty well. Well, not gonna lie, it really was able to handle games like. Was really somewhat able to handle it. I did still have slowdown and freezing issues, but then that's due to my own tech. And I will personally say this: Palworld is a fun game. I will say that. But does that automatically mean that all the criticism that I had toward Palworld itself is now magically moot and gone? No, I still support what I said in that last video, and I will stand by the criticism I gave towards the devs. Why? Because I'm a critic, and while I do like the game and I respect it, I will be critical in order for that respect to be given in tow. I'm not gonna be someone who's gonna just gonna blindly support and kiss the feet of the devs because they gave me something different. Because ultimately, once you do that, that breeds stagnation. Just saying. You'd think people would have learned from the last cautionary tale. But that doesn't excuse the fact that the devs have been getting death threats. Now, while I'm critical of Palworld's devs for their creature designs, that does not warrant the fact that this is even happening. It's abhorrent and disgusting that this is happening, but what do I mean? Now, keep in note, the reason this is happening is due to the fact that there have been some upset Pokemon fans who, rather than just be rational and just call out the fact that, hey, and just stick with the fact that the game's creature designs are very similar to Pokemon and just call it out and leave it at that, some have decided to take it upon themselves and send harassment and death threats to the developers of the fucking game. Why? Because they believe that that's a good idea. When in reality, it's extremely dumb. It doesn't help anybody, and it makes what you're trying to say all the more moot. Hell, even the head of Palworld, Takuro Mizube, literally made an entire post asking for people to stop doing this. And frankly, I understand why. It's fucked up. All in all, this is basically me just wanting to go over it. I'm not gonna read the entire gosh darn article because it's unfortunate the devs are being harassed over this. I get you want to be critical of their design elements, critical of the designs of the creatures within Palworld. That's perfectly fine, but don't send death threats to the people, to the gosh darn developers over it. That's fucking asinine. It's not. And if the Pokemon Company has any sort of grounds for any lawsuits, let them handle it. That's pretty much the end all be all of it. But all in all, I'll say this: Palworld is a fun game, but I kind of wish they didn't copy. Yeah, I really can't stop myself from saying that word copy. I really wish they didn't. Wish they didn't do that. Yeah, I'll just say it. I really wish they didn't have some. I wish they wouldn't have copied and messed so many designs of Pokemon to then say, "Oh look, we have a new original creation." That's just me being personally honest with my own personal opinions and my own personal statements. But hey, what do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me on that? I know there are some people who don't agree with me. But hey, I personally will say this: the game's fun, although I'm still technically haven't beaten the first tutorial boss yet. But from what I've been doing, it's been a fun experience. I'm gonna go try and hop back on, go on and beat it. If you guys had any tips for it, tell me in the comments. Without further ado, this is your boy Papa C signing off. Deuces.